Fishermen are snapping up red snapper in the Gulf of Mexico. Demand is so high, it's become a battle between commercial boats and recreational, with the Trump administration right in the middle of the fight. Omar Villafranca has the story from Dulac, Louisiana.
Dale Beebe is a commercial fisherman who just returned to the Louisiana shore with almost 6,000 pounds of one of the most sought-after fish in the Gulf of Mexico, red snapper.
We've had the best snapper fishing in the last 2 or 3 or 4 years that we've had in 25 years.
The snapper is prized in restaurants as flaky and full of flavor.
It's fantastic.
And on fishing boats, it's renowned for its fight.
Hold on.
This year, the Department of Commerce extended the red snapper season for recreational fishing in federal waters from just 3 days to 42. The department said the 3-day season was hurting businesses that depend on sport fishing. But commercial fishermen worry longer seasons could threaten the red snapper population. Overfishing caused the Gulf's red snapper population to plummet in the mid-1980s.
It's a huge driver for tourism here.
David Cresson of the Coastal Conservation Association of Louisiana says the red snapper population has largely recovered, and a 3-day fishing season is too short for recreational anglers.
2 of those days here in Louisiana were unfishable. The weather was too rough.
This year, the government set a quota of just over 13 million pounds of red snapper to be pulled from the Gulf, 51% for commercial fishermen, 49% for recreational. But in 2016, recreational anglers exceeded that limit by 65 tons.
If you're not going to adhere to the law, why have regulations?
David Krebs owns Ariel Seafoods, a large seafood supply chain.
We can all just go back to the wild, wild west. So, and it is going to damage the resource.
Right now, we're in a federal season.
J.P. Brooker is an attorney for the Ocean Conservancy, a group suing the federal government to limit the extended fishing season.
It's unfair to commercial fishermen. It's unfair to the long-term viability of the recreational fishery as well.
What's happening here on the Gulf Coast with the red snapper is part of a series of changes in the Trump administration that's being challenged by environmental groups. Over in Yellowstone National Park, the grizzly bear is expected to be removed from the endangered species list. If the government doesn't abandon their plans to remove the bear from the list, environmental groups say they will sue. Omar Villafranca, CBS News, Dulac, Louisiana.